Good afternoon, all. Camelback Trading 2724 coming to you this Thursday afternoon, February 27th. And we're looking at the market profile of the SPY ETF here on Window Trader. And I think I'm going to just stick to teaching because my trading has absolutely sucked. Had a couple of good trades early on. Got long in here looking for a pullback. Just like the other day when we started having the POC and everything. It's not a big position. Didn't get out of it. I'm holding. They expire next Friday, but these markets that have been absolutely slaughtered like this used to be my best trading. So the fact that I've traded very poorly and we're down over $44, $45 in the SPY in 5 days is kind of upsetting to me. We said this morning, right? I said this morning, we're going to gap lower and they want to go and get the 200-day moving average and that monthly gap. Check both those off. They did that, right? Ripped it right down. A period, filled the gap. Said the next very, very important thing is to not get accepted into there because then your next destination is the 287 level. So what happened? C period drove down to 300.65. Now, again, I said it was acceptance. It drove down there and then ripped back up, and then we started absolutely ripping, right? So we battled the 200-day moving average, the first 3 time frames, battled the open in the first 3 time frames, and then D period never saw the 200. Now, E period did, but then it ripped up, and man, we almost filled the gap. We went from 300.65 to our high of the day at 309.65. $9 rally. Now, I wasn't surprised. I didn't do anything in all that. I had those 2 longs. I forgot where I did them. I think in A and D or whatever. I had good trades in those 2 time frames. We had a set of single prints. I didn't expect those to hold. And after a $9 run, I wanted it to pull back. Because I really did think, again, and this is where my bias is probably getting to me, that about as oversold. Market's not oversold till the sellers want to stop selling it, right? So just like on the upside, I can't kid myself. So I was looking for that pullback, though, because with this kind of rally that we had, I thought there was a good chance we would fill that gap. Even if we didn't, I didn't care if we filled the gap. I just figured we were going to go back and test the high rather than the low at the time. So that's why I got long. I forgot where it was. I don't even remember at this point. I think it was I period. I think it was I, and I think I might have added very, very small down here. But anyway, it's not even a big position, but it doesn't matter when it gets down to here. Now I have to next Friday. We'll see how it goes. We are ripping low, as you can see, right? I mean, we're trading we're trading over $2 lower from where the SPY closed at 297.51. You know, remember, folks, we had a price probe. Now, we went out with a price probe to the downside. Now, downside price probes, as you know, have been rejected firmly over the last couple of years. We even had one the other day that was rejected, right? I hope this one gets rejected since I have the position, but what I'm saying is, the fact that this C period came out of that month and ripped higher, but the fact that we got back into it and really ripped lower, again, that 287 level is now becoming a very, very prominent level again. We'll see. I mean, we do have to put things in context. I mean, we are now down, since last Wednesday's high, we are down $44 in the regular trading hours, just about, right? 39, 42, something like that, $42, $43. That's an incredible move. Volume today, right now, is 278 million for the day. So that's another factor I want to talk about. I know I'm rambling on, but I think this is important for everybody. When C flushed out, A's volume was very good. B's volume was very good. C's volume was very good, but most of that was when we started trading back up. C's volume tapered pretty good here at the low of the day. And then when you rally $9, again, I'm not trying to say it was a good trade, but I'm saying why I got involved when we came back. You rally $9. Yes, I expect to pull back at some point. I didn't get long up here. But with the tapered volume, almost filling the gap, thought it would have been nice to get involved. I think it was around, whatever, I didn't know where I bought it when we were trading that. Maybe around the 305 and change level. So that was another reason. I was like, were these the laggards getting in? Well, obviously not. Obviously not. I'm sorry, were these laggards getting out? That's what I meant to say. Obviously not as M period. We did, I think, 35 million in M period. So again, the only hope, the destinations on the upside, I mean, there aren't any from today. We have the price probe. So your first destination on the upside today will be C's low, 300.65. So your first destination is $3 higher from where we closed, and a lot higher. It's $5 from where we're trading now, but it's $3 higher from where we closed, the price probe. Then we don't have anything till today's high. We only ended 8 wide, never got to 9 wide, which is another reason I thought being long, I had a chance to get back to 9 wide. I knew the game was over in M period. I mean, I said it, I called it, I said, we're definitely going to probe. We're not 9 wide. We have no single prints. We have no afternoon rally high. We want time frame down from the high. So there really is nothing to the upside. Yes, again, like I always say, you're gonna have the opening and whatnot. But on a technical basis, really, on the reference points and destinations that I use, all we have is the price probe, 300.65, and today's high of 309.05, and then filling the gap at 310.70, $1.05. That gap was $5, I believe, or whatever it was. Where did we open today? We opened at 305.46. So yeah, that gap was over $5. So on the downside, we have today's low of 297.51. Then we have a daily low of 296.99. Another daily low of 296.97, and then filling a gap at 296.67, a 30-point gap from October 15th of 2019. Then we have 296.26, 13 wide from October 14th. 295.57, weekly low, and then filling a huge gap. Not huge compared to these gaps now. This is nothing. 294.21 it gets filled. It's a 136-point gap from October 11th. Now, that used to be a big gap until we started having 5 and 700 tick gaps. 292.96, 10 wide from October 10th. 292.04 afternoon pullback low from October 10th. 291 daily low. 290.06 daily low. 288.49 weekly low. And that's the last destination that I would have above 287. Okay? So, what are we looking like? Not good, that's for sure. Here's your monthly. Said this morning, right? I mean, couldn't have said it any better. We were going to get below the trend line. We were going to test this month's low to 307.13 and most likely fill that gap. And that's exactly what we did. First time we came out of it, like we just talked about, and now came down and really got into it, right? The high of that month is 304.55. The low is 284.82. So again, if they don't come back out of that month and you're still in it, well, then eventually you're getting to 287 and possibly the bottom of that month, which is 284.82. The way this market's trading, that could be tomorrow. And we are certainly, think about this. Look at all the carnage we've had, and it's been tremendous. We still are going to have an outside month down after tomorrow. So that bearishness, that hasn't even been factored in for the long term. Okay? Boy, how things change in 5 days. Weekly, again, this chart is totally screwed up. So it's not even close. So it's kind of useless to look at it. In fact, we're not going to look at it. It keeps changing. I'm going to have to change it after tomorrow. And then here's the daily. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One time framing down, 6 days. But the most incredible thing is, right? Grind up, grind up, grind up. Look at this grind. It's just slow grind, right? It's the train going 20 miles an hour. And if you shorten it, it's killing you, killing you, killing you, killing you. And then all of a sudden, you walk in front of a train doing 300 miles an hour. Either way, it's going to kill you. Right? This is just a lot quicker, that's for sure. We battled the 200-day moving average a bunch of times today until it finally gave it up. We've wiped out, my destinations are now from the middle of October. So we've wiped out 4.5 months worth of data and market value. 4.5 months in 6 trading days. That's pretty incredible, right? The volume for the week right now, remember I gave the, we're at 853 million with tomorrow to go. So we're going to be doing over $1 billion. Last time we did that was December of 2019. I'm sorry, 19. December of 2018. When we did 1 billion shares. We should surpass that weekly volume from December 17th. And then 1.350 million from February of 2018, after we had that big run up and then we flushed out. So this volume is going to be probably the second heaviest in 2 years for the week. Pretty impressive, right? Again, the big boys are not done selling it. Not with that kind of volume. I was wrong. You got to admit when you're wrong, okay? I said, in C period, I said, wow, we tape it off. Maybe they're done. Even though the volume was heavy, most of it was done up here, and then we do this. This tells a different story. I hope you had a good day trading. Get some rest. Have a great night, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.